welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Lakers, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And of course, there's Minnesota, 8.5 games behind.
When I look at the Lakers, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Christian Wood out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Woods in at the 2-guard. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Mike Conley, then it's Julius Randle, and it's Garza in at the 5 down low. And MP's made no secret that one of his main focuses this season is taking down the top teams in the league. His motivation in games like this has been clear.
And we all know the phrase, don't poke the bear. But MP's trying to make a nice bearskin rug. But seriously, we have seen MP step up big time. He doesn't appear to be intimidated one bit.
You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
He drops it from range.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Russell to pass to MP. From deep. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And they pick up 2. Edwards got 5 points.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
Lays out. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. And he throws it down with one hand.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Now here's MP. He's got 6. Vanderbilt. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Conley passes to Garza. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul of the game. Garza passes to McDaniels. Here's Garza. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Russell to pass to MP. Lets the 3 fly. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Woods has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
MP shot is good. Woods has got 11 points.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Randall outside. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Minnesota again missing. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Minnesota will go for a different look here. Ingles, he's checked in for Garza. DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. Christie comes in for Hachimura. Reeves is checked in for MP. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell. Randall, the pass to Ingles. Timberwolves trail by 8. And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Jared Vanderbilt. D'Angelo Russell is out there with MP. Then there's Christian Wood, and it's Reddish in at the 3. McDaniels can't hit.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Here's Woods. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reddish. MP with it. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Ingles.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
DiVincenzo against MP. Stolen by MP. Jumps up. MP leaking out and executing.
What a sequence for the young MP. Showing great anticipation and then turning it in the transition points.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside McDaniels. Over Vanderbilt. McDaniels can't hit. The Lakers lead by 10. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Clock at 4. From deep, MP. Oh, MP showing the big range.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Vanderbilt, the pass to MP. 13 feet out. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Let's go with a 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. So he gets them both. Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Fires in the triple. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Back to Russell. On the wing, MP. Pass to Reddish. From behind the arc. And Russell with the 3. Russell's got 6.
I love how fiery Russell is, just nailing the revenge 3 in style.
Here's Edwards. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
It's stolen by MP. Down low. And it's Russell, that time on the assist by MP. Give him 8.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Pass to Garza. Back to DiVincenzo. With the floater. The shot's good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Russell to pass to MP. Vanderbilt a screen on Edwards. Woods. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Garza. There's a minute 26 left to play in the second quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Vanderbilt with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. DiVincenzo against Reddish. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Los Angeles has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. 29 seconds left to play in the second quarter. From the high post. Edwards, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
MP finds Vanderbilt. MP against Edwards. MP, the pass to Russell. And again, it's the Lakers.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And so it's MP making things happen for Los Angeles. Doing some damage from deep. He now has 5 3-pointers in the game. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
And next up, we have the award winners, our Players of the Month in the East and the West. In the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
We saw plenty of Luka magic over this stretch. He is quite simply must-see 2K TV. And not just here in the U.S. He's an international icon, kind of like you, Shaq.
I know you don't know what that feels like, Kenny, but believe me, it's satisfying.
Oh, see, I gave you a props, and then you go at me like that?
You don't even have a passport.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle, and it's Garza in at center. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways, that time with a great bounce pass.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Woods. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. MP's got 25 points in the game.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Back to Edwards. Takes the 3. Russell with the rebound.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Chalk up 2 there.
And the D having issues slowing down their mid-range game.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Conley finds McDaniels. There's a screen. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Pass to Russell. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. Christie comes in for Hachimura. Austin Reeves is checked in for MP. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Connect is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's MP. And it's Russell in at the point. Here's DiVincenzo. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Hachimura. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Shannon. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Hachimura, the pass to Russell. And here's Connect outside. Connects from downtown.
And just unreal from outside with deep range. Connect is just knocked down.
Minnesota shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Outside, DiVincenzo. There's a screen over MP. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Minot. The three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Baseline try, and he gets it to go. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Good chance here for DiVincenzo. Hachimura with a rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Woods. And again, it's the Lakers.
I just love the ball movement.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside, DiVincenzo. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Now Los Angeles with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Connect, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the coast. Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Outside Reddish. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Vanderbilt with a screen. The three from Russell. The rebound by the Timberwolves. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.